Chemical warfare was one of the most difficult times during war. People thought of new ways to kill one another. Chemical warfare was very dangerous and deadly, so they needed to have a plan ready at all times, and they also needed a lot of protection. Chemical weapons and poisonous gas were invented by Fritz Haber. He used fertilizers and explosives to make his bombs for war. He filled the bombs with things like chlorine. Then others began to put harsher toxins into the bombs. Germany had chlorine shells. They used the shells during war to push up and cover more land during the attack. They had to wait for the perfect timing when the wind was blowing towards their enemies. When they inhaled the thick smoke, the toxins would attack their lungs, and the toxins they were breathing in made their lungs fill up with fluid, causing them to drown in their own body fluid. On April 22nd, 1915, Germany used a poisonous gas against Allied soldiers along the Western Front. They fired more than 150 tons of chlorine into the air. They used chemical explosives everywhere, but Germany was the first to use the gas bomb. In 1899, the Hague Convention passed a rule. You cannot use any more bombs on the battlefield anymore. To get around that rule, they mixed other things like tear gas and put them into shells or tins instead of using a bomb. They had 4 main gases: tear gas, chlorine, phosgene, and mustard gas. Tear gas was a colorless cloud with little to no smell. It was to attack the eyes and making their vision blurry. Chlorine had a light green appearance and a bleach-like odor. Phosgene was a colorless gas. It slowly fills up tiny air spaces in your lungs, and the effects take up to 48 hours. Mustard gas had the odor of garlic or horseradish, and the cloud color was yellow-brown. Gas caused chemical burns on the skin, leading to large blisters. People who participated in the war had to wear very protective clothing and masks and layers of clothing to protect themselves from the deathly smoke.